It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
But meanwhile, for the Eagles, the big question, how would they improve their squad in 2023 and make another run at a Super Bowl title? Well, they took a few hits in free agency, but by most accounts, really hit a home run during April's draft. You were there. What did you make of it?
It was almost a night beyond their wildest dreams. Perhaps the best player in the draft somehow fell to 9, where the Eagles traded up to get him. And a terrific pass rusher they got at 30. Wonderful draft, extra pieces for a Super Bowl contender.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On second down, it's Pollard. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and it's Pollard again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Prescott now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Prescott to throw it. That ball is caught. It's got a touchdown, Cowboys. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far on the field where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. How fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott now on 2nd down. Able to hit his target well. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll give him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Jake Elliott, career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They go play action with Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Let's go now, let's go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It'll be Hurts on the option. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down to about the 45. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
Holding offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3.
17, Eagles 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, you know, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal. Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 10.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.